Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more of the Thaumaturge, or Thaumaturge, quite possibly. And after the reading of the will, it seems Wiktor has inherited nothing but his father's grimoire, not his own. And that's an interesting point, because every Thaumaturge uses their own grimoire, so it's basically like a spellbook. Having his father's spellbook could be very powerful, very potent, it's probably more powerful and contains more knowledge than his, but it's not his tome, the one he's familiar with, so I'm not sure about this. I kind of feel that he should not succeed at this task. Now, we've got plenty to do here, and our old friend is here. Let's see what Upir has to say. Probably nothing.
How do you find our old stomping ground? Yes, I'm not too fond of this place either. This is where I had my last conversation with my father, just before I left. If you can call it a conversation. Can you see my dreams? Nightmares, actually. Ever since I decided to come back, I keep reliving the same memory. The loan shark incident. I've been seeing his death more and more lately. I wonder if his shop is still there. Perhaps we should go there and check.
I wonder if Upir ever responds to Wiktor. Then again, 2 points. Well, do we have all these? I think we do. They aren't color-coded to being possessed. Right, okay, one moment. So, lucky chance, brutality, thief of thought. Do we have powerful mind already? It appears we do. We can't see the upgrade names on there, on the skills. Okay, well, we don't have a lot of options, do we? I like the way the symbol of the book comes down to highlight the number. It seems we are trapped on these two paths until we can discover more spirits. So let's see. We got this, didn't we? This action-reaction. There it is. Inflicts 8 to 9 damage. Now, I'm not sure how we chain up the reaction. Reduces focus, brutality. Sure. You know what? Whack that on there. Slowing enemy down. Always fun. Okay. So these cost 2. Right, yeah. That costs 1. Agony. Adrenaline rush. 5 times self-cast increases inflicted damage by 50%. So damage boost. Got it. Upgrades for heart. You know what? We may regret that. The mind and words aspects will have to wait. What's that? 2 as well? Yeah, so we're kind of hoping to get these 3 first at some point. Okay. Well, let's look at everything else and listen to everything else. The Szulski family portrait. Our family portrait. I can remember when it was taken. The year was 1884 and Ligia and I were 9 years old at the time. She was clearly tense, and I remember how Mother admonished her not to smile, not to fidget, and to stand straight. Lygia was to take the cue from her. So let me see. Lygia would be more... No, because I think it was Lygia in the last episode. Lygia was to take the cue from her. Mother was able to freeze like a statue and sit there barely breathing for a couple of hours. I, on the other hand, posing nonchalantly, was always more unrestrained than my sister. I could get away with more. Behind us, our father, the head of the family, one hand resting patronizingly on the back of the chaise lounge, asserting his ownership, the other holding a grimoire, the black grimoire. Behind father a shadow, as if a shape was emerging and forming, indicating another presence. That's Baal Berif. The family is complete. A presence that might look a bit like one of these two. Just hazard a guess, you know. There was plenty. Hello? Yes, I'm ignoring this to come back to it later. Aha. Books on ancient cultures. Books in hard leather bindings with many bookmarks. Father would pore over the yellowed pages again and again, reading the same words over and over, trying to extract meaning from them. He repeated the words about dedication and the necessity of sacrifice like a mantra, slamming shut one volume and reaching for another. What does it all mean? Trace certain Stanislav. And we have this as well. A letter. The human heart is worth more than all the riches of the material world. Tonight. S.R. Stanislav... No, not Szulski. The message only appears to be brief. In fact, the pen strokes were accompanied by an accelerated heartbeat, motivated by a restrained fondness for the addressee. The ink is dripping with special care and warmth that have been seeped deep into the paper. Trace familiar. Mysterious woman. S.R. I'm thinking, not our mother. Grajnia, the good soul of the Szulski household. When we were kids, she would patch our threadbare clothes and bandage our bruised elbows. She was closer to us than our own mother. It's nice to see her in good health. Speaking of mother, no entry for her yet. Also, yes, we have a lot here. What do we know for Black Grimoire? Daddy's beloved magic book. I didn't expect to inherit anything, least of all his Black Grimoire. Too bad it went missing, honestly. Was I worthy, or was it a joke? Let the prodigal son go looking under the pavement while the book is at the Warsaw Charity Society. You think he sold it to a charity shop? Now, there is so much here. A leather suitcase bearing traces of many travels. Grains of desert sands from father's trip to Africa had settled on the suitcase. He would set it aside, spinning plans for future voyages into the unknown regions of the material world, searching for what was hidden behind the veil of reality. Don't worry, I'm well aware of the gramophone. I just want to check all the other things first. It traces certain Stanislav. And a wooden mask representing a salutor known as Shurail. The demonic countenance is clothed in the hope that clung to it first, and the satisfaction that soon followed. It seems that father had plans for Shurail, which he eventually managed to fulfill, meaning that Stanislav also may have had multiple salutors. as the one there in the picture is not Shurail, but practically a part of the family. I want to check this part of the room. Oh, this probably isn't part of the same room by the look of it. It was worth checking, okay? Ask Ligia about the mysterious SR. And also... No. Yes. I see glistens and sparkles. Stanislav's last will. My last will, written down in this year of our Lord 1888, in the name of the Holy Trinity. Amen. It is my first and irrevocable will that my daughter Ligia Szulski be appointed executrix of this well, which is interesting because under English law the executor cannot benefit from the will. Immediately following my death, let an inventory be taken and all my personal movables be sold by public auction. Let the money so collected be offered to beggars at the cemetery. Now this is useful having this here, because we might have forgotten what the lawyer said when he read it out. Everything related to the family business I entrust into the custody of my daughter. I do not attribute the manner of administration to her. I only wish that the business be small, not risky, and honest as I had run it. To my friend Alexander Voronin I wish to leave a collection of muskets and 2 revolvers dating back to the uprising, to our first meeting. I only wish to aid my son Wiktor and entrust my grimoire to him, hoping he will be able to make good use of it. This is my last will. Carry it out sacredly, even if it seems burdensome to you. Look, we got experience points for reading it again. A collection of books on the occult. The titles Pseudomonarchia Daemonium, Lemegaton, and Picatrix. The grimoires of historical occultists brim with paternal inquisitiveness. The worn pages full of annotations in the margins bear the marks of frequent reading. His heart, beating with excitement, father explored mysteries of demonology, thus expanding his horizons. Trace certain Stanislav. I don't want to draw a conclusion, I want to get the other piece of evidence. Father's thoughts were recently occupied with a search for knowledge that bordered on the obsessive. This is related to something much more than his usual curiosity about the world, which I remember him for. He was looking for something, hunting for salutors, exploring the mysteries of everything related to Thaumaturge. The only thing I still do not know is where it led him. And let us hope I can still experience this. You gained F. Chopin, Nocturne in B flat minor, opus number 9, something something. Ah yes, we get things and stuff. We get records. And apparently we can play them somewhere. There do seem to be interesting things here. We also have outfits. We might want to dress up a bit fancy as we head out into town. Although as we are in mourning, that may not be wise. And sketches. So presumably we can draw things. Also, all these things we have found. Is it stuck? I'm not familiar with this piece. Well, it seems to have ended rather abruptly. A charred letter. My love for you is burning. It keeps me from eating. It keeps me from sleeping. It keeps me from living. Ligia, I am begging you to end my agony. Agree to be my... Very abruptly ending. We may need to mention this to her. Ooh. We got a point there. And points mean prizes, or in this case, just the agony ability, which in all fairness is something Bukovac is really into. And there it is. The ability to cause a state of random... Okay, so for the suffering... So Adrenaline Rush is 2 points? How do we get the ones we can put into a higher? Oh, maybe there's 2 points and 3 pointers and we can only have 1 upgrade on each skill. But some upgrades require more space, so we can't put that 2 upgrade on any of these 1 upgrade skills. That could be it. Now this is probably not our bedroom. This looks like we should be able to interact with it. But no. I believe the coat hanger on the wardrobe indicates our chamber. Let's get dressed up fancy if we're going to go out on the town. Boom. I mean, the waistcoat is nowhere near as impressive. This batik colouring is lovely. This one has a much more colourful necktie. There you go. Right. Okay. Darker trousers that match this colour quite closely, and a new coat. Very red. Of course, our coat is off inside the house. Because if we wear it inside the house, when we go outside, we won't notice the difference and we'll just feel the cold. That's why you take your coat off indoors, so that when you go outside and you put it on, the telephone's ringing.
I'm about to go deaf. Hello?
I talk here? Do you hear me now? Victor? Victor, are you there?
Grigori? Yes.
Victor, where are you?
On the other end of the line, at home, where the telephone rang.
Incredible.
Marvellous things, these new inventions. Why is he calling? How he got my phone number? When I paid for his train ticket, did I have to give my telephone number? Point out that it's late? No, I'll ask why he's calling.
Has something happened?
To me? No. I am telecommunicating with you to say I found lodgings here in Warsaw. If you need me, I'm by the cemetery. What number is it? Yes. 7 Povoskoska Street. Number 7 by cemetery. Povoskoska.
I'm glad. It's good to hear your voice.
It's good to hear you as well. Goodbye. I want to end now. What do I... like this? Wonderful device. Remarkable. Hello? Oh, and now?
Are you trying to make him out to be a bit of a buffoon? Taming Darkness is the name of a new quest. Well, let's be careful with that. What is this? Ligia, who we must speak to. Most of the guests appear to have departed at this point. And hello? That looks interesting. The Warsaw Courier, Evening Extra. Here is the latest news on the riots that disrupted His Majesty Emperor Nikolai II's speech today. A moment after our gracious Emperor announced Georgy Scallon as was probably Georgi Skallen, as the new Governor-General of Warsaw, a group of troublemakers started yelling most disgraceful slogans. Despite reinforced security, there was a scuffle. The gendarmerie were quick to get the situation under control, however. A few people were injured, including 2 policemen who came to help. 30 people charged with public nuisance and brawling were taken into custody. Now, what about this? Drink the hot chocolate. That is, have some liqueur. Well, we said we would. Do you know the secret to time travel? It requires but 1 sip of cocoa. All of a sudden, Ligia is reading a book in front of the fireplace, and I'm stacking building blocks. My parents are arguing in the smoking room. It's a warm day, and then everything goes to hell. And we get a sketch. Are those biscuits to go with the cocoa? Maybe. That definitely looks like confectionery. Maybe we should get absolutely sloshed on the liqueur. If it gives us a sketch. Hey, Graznia? Where's Ligia gone? She was here.
Master Wiktor, let me guess. Have you come for some hot cocoa?
Oh, I already had it.
Another time, Grażynka. I'll get out of your way.
Always ample work, but I can always snatch a moment for a chit-chat with you, Master.
Apparently we're going to get hammered before going to find our sister, then we can be truly abusive if we really need to. Wiktor has his weaknesses. Liquor is not alcohol. Yes, it is. It's more of a tincture, in fact. Yes, a medicine, and since life is the most common fatal disease, well, to our health then. And he's drawn a picture of his friend who drank it earlier. Probably should have done this at the time. Now, let's go track down our errant sister. There we go. This could go very badly.
Have you found anything yet about the grimoire?
Oh, she's all dressed up
any way I
fancy
can
now.
help?
Now that it's been revealed she knows everything. There's a letter. Oh. Yeah, let's... She's dressed very manly.
The trousers are an original style. Until now, I'd only seen women in trousers in the East.
First of all, they're practical. It's the 20th century. It's high time we started dressing comfortably.
A little ahead of her time, maybe. There was a famous Hollywood actress, was it Greta Garbo, I think, who was literally royalty, and she wore trousers every time she was on screen. She was never seen in anything else. So it might not be Garbo, but there was one actress who was, refused to wear dresses or skirts in that time period. Well, how very courageous of you.
You've always been brave, never afraid of anything or anybody. Like when Mother almost had a fit because you dumped my best dye in hot cocoa.
I didn't care that she was angry. I wanted to get you back for not wanting to play with me.
Because you were being too annoying.
You meant to say brave. By the way, Grażyna still makes cocoa every evening. You can conjure up the flavor of childhood if you want. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I already did. The company which she's now running. Well, let's ask about this in the study.
In Father's study, I found a trace of a woman that I couldn't identify.
Probably Svetlana Rumiantseva.
Rumiantseva. Tell me about her.
Who is she? And what did Father have to do with her?
Svetlana is a Russian aristocrat who travels with the Romanovs' court. I can only tell you she was a customer of Father's.
A customer? If you don't want to say, then don't. Where can I find her?
When she's in town, she stays at the Imperial Hotel.
She might know something that will help me find the grimoire.
Exactly.
Not so fast. To get in, you're going to need me and my connections. Svetlana is famous for her soirees where she hosts the creme de la creme of Warsaw.
Right. So fancy parties.
We could go together. How about you track down some evening clothes and I'll sort out the invitation. And I won't take no for an answer.
Sadly, you never give me a chance. Unfortunately, everything in my wardrobe is antediluvian. I need a tailor.
There's a shop at 11 Pruzhna Street that's fairly decent and quick. We also have barbers in Warsaw in case you want to do something about whatever you have growing on your head and face.
That was very dismissive, sister. Well, we have a number of duties. Well, I say duties. Let's get outside. Looks like it's all going on round here. Who are you calling weird? Strange fellow. I mean, it's just right down here, whatever it is. I don't see the rush to visit other sections of the city just yet. Places to rest? Out on the streets in public? How bizarre. Oh. A brochure. Dr. Campbell's Safe Arsenic Soap. Removes freckles and red spots, giving a soft, matte whiteness to the complexion. It can even handle a strong tan. The secret of radiant skin. You will find it in all major drugstores and perfumeries. The main store is in Warsaw, in F. Zamenhof Pharmacy, 8 Iron Gate Square. Pay attention to the brand and signature. Right. Advertisement poster. Implies parfait, but that sounds shit. The parfait new phonograph reproduces singing, music, and declamation more cleanly, clearly, and subtly than the most expensive gramophones. It does not hum, and the needle will last for many years without having to be replaced. For 32 rubles. Extremely popular among music lovers. If stock runs out, we will accept reservations for the next shipment. Songs from operas and operettas, church songs, declamations, waltzes, polkas, and marches. Main storage of parfait new phonographs. Adam Klimkiewicz, Warsaw, 14 Leszno. Again, I'm guessing slightly on the pronunciations. And that's okay. Hello? Cognac. I feel the ratio of liquid joy to throat-pinching euphoria growing with each passing moment, and maybe make a sketch. Indeed. It's as if it's some kind of collection. Now. The icy fog is limiting our ability to explore, but that's okay. We've got plenty of exploration yet to do. Another telescopic image, which sways ever so slightly. I will say, this game has very nice loading screens. They're animated screens of the city. You see like a park or something, and there's always a little bit of movement or some people having a conversation. This is locked up tight. Now let's look at this place of respite. Yeah, it just looks like a bench. If we sit down there to pass a little time. Changing the time of day. Across Warsaw, you'd find benches where you could wait for another time of day. Certain events can only take place at a certain time, so it's worth using them, especially if it's the middle of the night and you're waiting for the shops to open.
So, did you miss the city?
Ooh, a vocalization.
Me neither. Let's wait until...
Morning.
So, let's kill some time.
And now, perhaps, this shop is open. A patisserie. A delightful location.
It smells so nice in here. Is that vanilla?
Vanilla, raisins, butter, sugar, and some more butter. You're in heaven. Can I help you?
Do you remember me?
Mrs. Jagoda, it's me, Wiktor.
I can't believe my eyes. Little Wiktor. Oh my, how you've grown and how handsome you've become. Where is that little cherub who would stand in front of the display, staring at pastries?
He's here smelling them even now. You know, they are delightful.
That gluten is still here. I can't forget your cream pie with cherries. I've been dreaming about it for 15 years.
You see, my lovely, the trick is quite simple. It's just a little butter, about 3 packs of...
Excuse me? I'm waiting for my order here.
No reason to be angry, darling. Just wait a moment. My daughter is taking the fruitcake out of the oven now. It will be hot.
With raisins and orange peel? I'll wait then.
Are you sure you're not a thaumaturge?
Let that be my sweet secret.
That is all, thank you. Goodbye.
Don't you want to take anything sweet home with you? Well, as you wish.
She's a sorceress in the kitchen. Now, We have an establishment to discover. Is this now? Yes, good. New quest, right by the house. Okay, well, we can meander down that way in our very fancy attire. It takes us back to the start of the area, so we get to run a lot and look like an exuberant child. And we're not supposed to be enjoying our stay here, are we? We're supposed to find it oh so dull, tedious, oppressive. I think Victor's taking the piss when he says he doesn't like this place. He seems full of joy, sort of. Who the fuck are you? A message to Wiktor Szulski. Please come to the cemetery immediately. Urgent matter. Jacenti Sokol, gravedigger. It seems that heading to the cemetery is... They're alive! Rather high on our list of priorities, especially given the telephone call we had earlier. We should probably do that now. Now, and here we get to see load screen very, very briefly. Now, I want to address something. Our money is an unspecified amount, meaning that we're not going to be managing it. Okay, we got a violin player. Do we have time? We'll probably draw a picture. A beautiful tune, as if the fiddle were alive and carried it on its own. For a brief moment, I felt like someone had touched a string in me, and I didn't know existed. There we go. Another beautiful sketch to add to our collection. What's that? Place where we can rest. A park bench. Okay, no, we're just... There was... First time we were here, there was something down here. Point of interest. 2 points of interest. Looks like places we're expected to go. But we have business. Hello?
Get a steak for when your life is at stake. Make any vampire quickly retire.
That was terrible, man.
An aspen steak for you, sir? Premium wood, carved at midnight on the solstice. They're cheap.
Well, since we are speaking of vampires, let's freak you out by using a lot of knowledge.
Vampires? I don't think so.
What do you mean? The
That was
dead
quick.
rising at the cemetery? They must be vampires.
Vampires are seditors attracted by blood and sizzling passion. There's nothing interesting for them among the dead.
It's what people believe that matters.
Yeah, alright, cut me own throat, Dibbler. What else have you got for sale?
The steaks are exquisite, I must admit. What else do you sell?
Holy icons, miraculous Marys, salt.
Table salt?
You're selling
Consecrated,
salt.
but the steaks, I tell you, sir. Ever since they buried the magician, they've been selling like hotcakes. Anyone with some sense buys them.
Do you believe in all of this?
I believe in money. And if people are willing to buy a stick out of fear, then who am I to argue?
Right. About that buried magician. Mr. Szulski, wasn't he?
This buried magician, is it Szulski?
I think so. It makes no difference to me what his name was.
For him,
Right.
steaks are not enough. We need to call the Pope.
Don't tell anyone or I'll lose my livelihood.
Goodbye.
Dahlia.
I hope the vampires don't take revenge on you.
They have no interest in me. I'm anemic. Please, tell your friends. On Wednesdays, I sell 4 steaks for the price of 2.
Right. Well, this is all locked up. We're not getting in there easily. Which means that whatever's in there can wait. And we do have other things to explore, like this. This fine view of a stationary streetcar. Indeed. But it's experience points. And then down here... What's this? Note with an advertisement. Men's tailor Roche Dobrudski accepts all manner of tailoring work, offering the lowest possible prices. Expect thoroughness, tastefulness, and diligence from the start to the finishing touch. 11 Prajna Street. Entry from the front. That's going to be remarkably close to here, is it not? Like, right there? Apparently, hot chocolate is like a sweet aftertaste with a hint of bitterness. A postcard from the overseas world, where the song of heavenly birds meets the rattle of slave chains. I hope when Wiktor killed some time, he pissed his fucking guts out, because he's drinking so much. But there we go. Another sketch. Apparently we need to go here and ruin our good looks. For no reason. Why is this shut? They probably expect us to do this frequently. Chic and excellence, he says.
Come in.
Can I go now? Does that count?
Please set my hair to rights.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be a disaster, isn't it? Some of these have stars on them. Gravedigger's Dream, Graveyard Chic. Skinhead Twat with a Death Wish. Oh no, this is just beards down here and... I'm good. What changes? Didn't change anything. This is going to be an absolute disaster. Wait. No. Let's stick with what we know.
I'm sorry. I don't usually talk to clients. Do you like it?
Yeah, let's find out why he doesn't talk much.
I can't help noticing that you're the most tight-lipped barber I've been to. And even you admit that you rarely talk to clients. Why is that?
When I prepared them for their final journey, it's hard to ask for their opinion.
So you style the deceased too?
Mostly. They still need to look good. After all, you only get a funeral once in your lifetime. So, what do you think? Do you like it?
Good enough to die in?
Yes, you're talented.
Years of practice. My clients are always satisfied.
Now let's get out of here. See if we can find that tailor while we're at it. Time is... not indicated.
Hello.
Indeed. Fanciable.
Up close. I would even say a solid 8, wouldn't you?
I don't know. We'll see when he turns around.
There's that American actress again, who seems to get a lot of roles in this game. I'll turn around.
8 it is.
Will you show us something more?
This out of 10 thing seems to be quite recent. Then I feel their flirtation could be a little more historical in some way.
May I ask what you ladies are doing?
What everyone does. We're evaluating.
I see. And what does a solid 8 mean? Precisely.
A solid 8?
You know, on a scale from 1 to 10, you look quite spiffy, sir.
Why are you schmoozing with some
They're
sucker
both
who's
quite
already
American.
suited and booted for his own funeral? And you, lousy fop, got an itch in looking for some philandering at the Marble Orchard, are you?
Oh, is he?
6, 5.
0. There's nothing here for you. Mr. 8 got some you-know-what, so he caught our eye. And vice versa, I can tell.
Get ready for some shellacking, lads. We got a dandy looking for some extra ventilation. And, as luck would have it, not too far from the orchard either.
Sir, you have the unique opportunity of becoming a 10.
And there was me thinking he was their pimp. Right. Looks nasty. Let's get to it. What's this? Importunate Romeo. Reduces impact on owner's focus by 1. Required dimension force deed 4 to disable. Do we have that? Admirer. Reduces damage taken by 80%. Bloody hell. Dimension force -5. We don't have that. He's going to be trouble. And resistance. More trouble. Okay, so. Let's go for a diversion. And go full on sword strike. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. Bang goes the gun. Unfortunately, he's been taking his time. This could be quite bad. So we need an absolute... Ooh. Big heal. Yep. It's a problem. Go up here, get me my health back. Okay. I need to slow down one of these guys. Yes, get my health back. Lovely. So, I don't always get to send up here. Old wound, suffering from... Sure. And a quick heal. Because we're gonna need it. What a grazing hit. Now. Let's try to get rid of a load of his focus. And go for another healing hit. Actually, that's a really good idea. Purifying ourselves from all negative states is probably good in this fight, as we seem to be taking a lot of bleeding hits. Now, quick planned. Where's our distraction? Yeah, just run in and punch him while he's pointing a gun at you. Who are you, Sean Connery? Yeah, there's a story behind that. Don't worry about it. Apparently at one point, Sean Connery was having a nice time with a young woman, and the young woman's boyfriend, who was a gangster, came in and pointed a gun at him and threatened him, and Sean Connery took the gun off him, punched him, and told him to get lost. Probably a bit less politely than that. We need the healing. Also, we can just hope that removing focus will make him vulnerable. I'll just go for a quick light attack. If he's still standing. You, mate, need a distraction. You need, yeah, sure. No, we go for the heal. If we can reduce ourselves to just one foe. Ow. Mate, seriously? Okay, fine, look. There we go. Ow. Gotta. Okay, just go big hit. And we're gonna need a heal after this one. Ow! We just go quick. Oh no! We've failed. Game over. Right, okay. Wow. So, if we've learnt anything, it's don't talk to those slags. Oh, it's the whole bloody fight all over again. Okay. Points mean prizes, but... Okay, wait, agony is suffering. Apparently a 50% interrupt chance is not enough. How do we... The action, reaction. How do we get that one in? Okay, well let's just go for it again and try our best. Right, you will go diversion. Concussion. Not on a break. No, I know. So this chap is the most vulnerable. because he doesn't have this massive armor stat the others have. Okay. Okay. So we set up a potential combo there. Ow. Bloody hell. I'm doing worse than last time. Get that big heal. Where's my big heal? There it is. I needed that. Okay, good start. So, you're presumably next. I can't do that. Okay. We'll go for that, and we'll just have to keep healing for a while. They have so much focus that trying to get them into a breakdown state is basically something to forget. Or is it? Well, okay. Uh-oh. Ow. Well, we certainly can't use the other Salutor. Go for the disruption. Keep healing. Ow. There's diminishing returns on the healing. Wait. He's lost his resistance. Permanently disabled. In that case, go fuck him up a bit. We needed that. Oh! Oh, bugger. But we're screwed. We got a little pop up there, but we know who our foe is. Ow. And lots. Oh, shit. We may be dead. Or not, as the case may be. Okay. Look, any interrupts we can pull off is great. Okay. Yes. I may regret this, but here we go. So, removing our debuffs. And then we get shot again. But that's okay. Because we get... Ooh, that's not good. Okay, let's see if we can get him and get a heal. Alright, let's see. We're not doing well on those interrupts. Okay, just hit him with the suffering for now. Because it's something. Ow. I don't think we can go for diversions too much. We'll just get some more healing in. We might be able to not heal next time. Yeah. because there's only one of him at this point. I'm going to go bosh. Like a hammer drill. Ow. Well, at least we're wearing the right jacket to take this much bleeding. Yeah, you punch him in the gut and let the spirit finish him off. Maybe. Maybe not. Well, the harlots are happy. You two better stick to yourself now and leave me alone. She's saying something to her about, well, at least your husband will be happy, or something. It's like, bloody hell, woman. What kind of slags are you?
Yes, sir?
Hello. You won't be able to say that because your pride is too low. A proud answer. It not only draws from your floor of pride's level, but also will also feed it even more. Well, we have some humility.
My name is Wiktor Szulski. Grigory Rasputin said I could find him here.
I can sense he's in a drawing room.
Not the tailor's, then. Let me guess, this is not the drawing room. It's really not, it's the toilet. Well, here we go. Hello, what's this?
Intriguing.
Vanada Rzinski's apartment. I couldn't read all of that. Invitations. A pile of invitations to tea parties and dinners from Warsaw's notable personalities. The most recent one is from Countess Lermontova. Hello? Music. How delightful. What do you call him, an old pervert? How very 1920s, about 19th century media. Oh, hello. 2 points is 2 points. I probably should save some of these for the other paths, but still, bloody rejuvenation. Restores for... We still have to see this spirit in action, Bukovac. It's just that we found Upier's healing to be far too helpful at this early stage. So... Bukovac is all about putting the suffering on everybody and benefiting from it. You know what, while we're here then, we're just going to nip back here. Because there's something of interest to us. 365 dinner recipes for 5 PLN by Lucina C. Bread pudding. Slice your bread. Whole meal is best. Thinly and dry it to brown, then mash it into flour. Take 3 tablespoons of this bread flour, a glass of French wine, a cup of sugar, add 8 egg yolks into it, add some cloves, cinnamon, mashed vanilla, pour a tablespoon of clarified butter, and the foam of said 8 egg whites. Mix together. Pour into a saucepan, grease with butter and sprinkle with breadcrumbs, and put it in the oven for a quarter of an hour. Serves 4 to 6 people. I wonder if that's an actual historical recipe or if it's just close enough. They put French wine in bread pudding? Well, they, the people in this city, not they, the everyone in the whole world. This looks like a garment. On a coat hanger, in fact, and not one we can interact with to look at and go, oh, we should ask a tailor to get one of those made for us. Right.
Is that him?
In the flesh. Allow me to introduce you. My dear hostess, Aniela Naradzinska, and my dear friend, Wiktor Szulski.
Your father had a beautiful funeral.
Thank you.
My dear, we finished for today. Now I'll find out what brings Wiktor to us.
Well, your telephone call.
What brings you here?
But you were the one who phoned.
Very funny.
So if it wasn't him, what if there are two Grigory Rasputins and one's a salutor? Have you known the Nadrazinskis for long?
Have you known them long?
No, but Aniela and Lucian are my two good souls. They took me, an impoverished preacher, in under their roof, and I'll never forget that.
Are you helping them too?
I am a balm for Aniela's frazzled nerves. But enough of that. Tell me what you need.
How long are you planning on staying here?
You look like you've made yourself at home. Are you going to be staying on here for long?
No, I'm afraid not. They're kind people, but I've experienced another vision. Though not fully terrifying, it is troubling.
Will you tell me about it?
Later. What brings you to me?
Well,
why was she looking at me so oddly? What did you tell her about me?
She's never seen a Thaumaturge before. I only mentioned to her how we met. Can I help you at all?
we literally have no option.
No, I won't bother you. We can talk next time.
The Naradzinski door is always open to you.
So we completed a quest? It seems we still need to find this damned tailor's. And I believe it's back the way we came. It's getting late. We better get a move on then. Actually, wait. Is it locked? I don't... Yes, it is. But there's something going on in the graveyard that's all locked up that we're supposed to go and look at.
What is this foolishness? Open this gate!
Right. No one can keep us from entering the cemetery. It's a free country. Well...
How long are you going to keep wagging your chins? If it's closed, it's closed! Oh, Mr. Szulski, finally.
You sent me a message.
I read your message. What is it about?
I won't talk about it out here in front of these boors. Come inside.
You're letting him in, Gravedigger? What the hell is going on?
Who are these
Shut
Yanks?
your mouths or I won't open till Judgment Day. This is about your father, you know.
There seem to be more Americans than Poles in Poland in this game.
All right, let's see what this is about.
Bah!
What did my father do this time?
I've got two pieces of news, so to speak. There's bad
They've
news,
stolen his body.
and I'm not sure what the other one is. Which do you want to hear first?
The bad news. At least we know what it is.
Tell me the bad news.
Today some rebel rousers came here and started making trouble. They ravaged your family tomb.
Of course.
What do you mean, ravaged?
I couldn't believe it either. I sent you a note immediately.
What about the other news?
One night, I went out and saw the dead lying around. But not in their places, you know? In the pathways. And then I saw their graves dug up, as if the dead crept right out of the ground.
And these bodies are still lying here?
No, of course not. You can't do that. But if you want to learn more about the case, they might come out again tomorrow night. People are starting to talk about resurrections and the end of the world. Resurrections and now these maniacs. Judgment Day seems to be upon us, you know?
What about this rabble? Were any of them detained? Do you have a good description of any of them?
Those vandals that ravaged the tomb, what did they look like?
I closed the gate because they're still hanging around there.
Right, so that's a fight
Why don't
then.
you see for yourself, you know?
According to my knowledge, dead bodies don't rise on their own. Were there any witnesses? Any noise at night? Traces?
Nothing. Just the stiffs in odd places.
When Victor asks about traces, he might not mean the same kind you're thinking of, good man.
Goodbye.
Get rid of this scum at once.
Trouble with the family tomb. There are some shady characters hanging around the family tomb. The Pavashki gravedigger couldn't chase them off, so he closed the cemetery to visitors while waiting for me. Apparently I have to do it. Now let's take in the view. Well, that's a nice different angle. Got us another point as well, so that's all good. So I'm thinking I want to head a little closer. I mean, it's looking near enough to night now, isn't it? I know this isn't the family tomb. I'm checking out the area for when I return at night. Then again, the dead bodies at night might not be a... Look, it's probably a gang of grave robbers who came to dig up the body and sell it for medical research. Oh... That's a... Is that supposed to be a pig?
Oh, darn it. Look at him.
I think he's a real, you know, temperamencer.
I'll show you how you talk to magicians. Are you so eager to die, Tempermancer?
Who are you lot?
And who are you anyway?
We're the ones who purge the world from scum like you.
I'm a bit sorry now, but I think you will be too, in a moment.
You heard him. He asked for it. Get him!
How very... at one point we can't do much of that. Okay. Time for a punch-up. What do we got? No, we don't want you. We want you. It's about time. So, Hooligan. Invulnerability. Makes you immune to gaining new negative states. Attack with Bukavach to disable. Resistance. Okay, so... Ooh. Attack with Upir to disable. So we need to mix it all up. Howl causes suffering. We can go for that. Bloody Wedding inflicts damage equal to 8 for each enemy affected by the suffering. So we want to spread that around. Doom. And then give him a quick love tap as well. Yeah, that's right. So then we swap and say, you mate. Wait, counter? No. Okay. Okay, now we're going for you, that's fine. Then over here. Oh, do we have to alternate between the two of them? We do have to alternate between our two. Wait. Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Trait disabled. So then we want to switch back. Yep, he's a problem. He's probably going to be the last man standing. Okay. Wait. Yeah. We want you suffering. And you like that. Here we go. There's probably some kind of synergy we're missing out on slightly here. But that's okay. It's early in the game, it's learning, and we need sufferings on everyone. So... now, what have we here? Big damage. Okay. Big damage. Oh, really big damage. Okay. Do it, guys. Oh, I want to swap spirits so that I can get a big heal. And here it comes. Oh no, fight's over anyway. Right.
Let's take a look around.
Yes, let's. There's demoni. Right. Writing on the tomb. Apage demons was. I'm going to presume that's just not was. My father, a demon? Fine, let them have it their way. Discarded crowbar. Inept efforts to pry the tomb door open came to nothing. A crude tool as crude as the man who used it. The steel reverberates with a desire to destroy what is strange, corrupted by magic and unfamiliar. Just like they were instructed by the WAS, whatever that means. Now, we can't do much with 1 point here. We can wait till night time.
Aren't your legs getting sore? Stupid question.
How do we know what time it is now?
So...
okay, same conversation as before, I think. And we do get that vocalized rumble.
Me neither.
Upir feels very calming. Quite relaxing. Something is going on near the family tomb. Availability of this quest is limited. Availability of this quest is limited. Imperial Hotel. Find the viewpoint. Oh, we've seen it, so now we want to find it. Okay. Where are you, Gravedigger? Here we are.
So, Mr. Szulski, you gave those lads by the tomb a good belting, huh? I could hear the echoes.
Thank you, but they weren't too keen to talk, and I have a few questions to ask.
Maybe I could help, you know?
Yes, what's for was?
What is the WAS? Those fellas at the mausoleum were connected with it.
Ah, the Warsaw Anti-Thaumaturge Society. Loonies, you know. Ever since your father was laid to rest here, they've been yelling their heads off by the walls.
Where can I find their bosses? You know?
Feeling empowered, no doubt.
Do you smell blood? There's one behind the cemetery wall inciting the crowd. Ask him. Once you have cleaned up near the mausoleum, I can open the gate.
I have to clean up there? The Gravedigger says that WAS stands for Warsaw Anti-Thaumaturge Society. Their agitator can be found by the cemetery wall. The Warsaw Anti-Thaumaturge Society has targeted my father. Normally I would say be my guest, but they're acting so nastily I put them on my blacklist. In order to learn more about them, I should find their agitator by the Pawaszki cemetery wall. Right, do you like your work?
It's a rather grim job you've got here.
Well, you know. I'd rather do this than struggle with drunkards in a bar or bolts in a factory. The dead are calm and predictable, you know? Unless they start rising from the grave, that is.
Goodbye.
Good luck with the WAS, you know? Let me know when you get rid of them.
You're inside, sir. In fact, quite a lot of people seem to be inside the cemetery. Oh, you've opened the gates. Right. I imagine the agitator is going to be outside the cemetery walls rather than inside. This could well be him.
Have you been feeling tired lately?
Yes.
Have your wives been hysterical? Your chickens getting sick? Milk going sour for no reason?
Yes!
That's all caused by tempermancy. Curses, black magic, evil energy.
Right. And this one is pride. Prove what I know and show myself to be the right kind of arsehole he's kicking off about.
That's enough. This nonsense is making my ears bleed. Are you the one giving orders to the WAS?
Look who's here. A magician temperomancer. The enemy of humankind.
The ruiner of good fun and the vanquisher of children's smiles. I'll ask again, who is in charge of this circus?
The President told us what you are. If you want to ask him about something in person, have a look at the brochure like the others.
Oh, you mean you're actually willing to tell us?
Read, right?
Oh, I can read more than just words. Another proud answer. You know what?
I must disagree with some of your points.
Like what?
Wives are becoming hysterical. There's a simple answer for that. If I had a half-witted husband like that, I'd lose it too. Better go home and think about whether you're catering to all of their needs, like real men should, rather than running around these rallies. You, when was the last time you took care of your wife properly?
It's been a while. I'll go apologize to her.
Good thinking.
Actually,
You?
I'll go too. To my Halincia.
What have you done? Who am I going to speak to now?
That's a very good point. Why don't you bugger off? An agitator is nothing without an audience. Let's head back and speak to the gravedigger.
So, Mr. Szulski.
Goodbye.
Good
Apparently.
luck with the WAS, you know? Let me know when you get rid of them.
Apparently that wasn't enough. Well, the dead are supposed to be here at night time, and it's not night yet. So I think I'm going to leave this episode here. I hope you've all enjoyed this one, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the very next episode. But I'll say goodbye for now, and cheerio everyone. See you all soon.